Hi, Jasmine here, your spiritual life coach and tarot oracle reader. I'm here to provide you with clarity, okay? Removing any sorts of blockages or anything that may be holding you back or leaving you stagnant in your current reality. You can go ahead and book a private one-on-one reading with me. I also do have my coaching sessions open available. So those are 90-day sessions. It's a 90-day session, and we do take you through baby steps of discovering your truth and your purpose in this current reality, in your current lifetime. So those are open and available. For those of you who are familiar with Bar John's local bookstore, I do readings there on Saturday between 12 and 4 p.m. So contact me there. All my information is in the description box, so holla back, y'all. All right, Libra, you guys are feeling like you guys are in a protective state, like you guys are protecting your little ones here. Now, I do see like there's some type of contract. I don't know, this kind of feels like some signature has to be signed. I don't know if it has to do with like a COVID vaccine, where like someone could be like, before we go back to school, they could be saying everybody needs to get a COVID vaccine, and I see that it's like a close and shut deal. It's like, no, the baby's not doing that. It's like something you have to sign and you're saying no to, and you're actually on a venture to say no to that. I feel this energy like, no, I don't care what everybody else is doing, I'm not doing that, okay? And I will go on a mission up the chain of command to confront anybody who thinks I should do it. I know there's some way to opt out of this, and you guys want to make me feel like there isn't a way to opt out of this, but there is, and I'm going to go on that adventure and find that way. And I see you guys are going to be celebrating something. Some of you, I have a Libra friend that's definitely having a child, so I do see you guys could be having an early birth. Okay, friend, you could be having an early birth here. I do see congratulations. A lot of you guys are celebrating this new life, okay? There's also some type of complications along this journey. There's some risks, okay? It's like when you're at a crossroad, you have to decide what is the best path for me. And literally being at a crossroads is not the easiest thing, because you literally are like, I literally don't know what's the best. And sometimes when you have to make a decision in a split of a moment, it can be even harder to kind of pick and choose like what is going to be the best outcome, not just now, but later on down in the future. So I do see you guys having to kind of, I feel like, look in the mirror, or I feel like this is something that can't be answered easily. I just feel a sense of emptiness. We're on a venture to make something happen, but it's like, okay, am I going to make the right choice as I come to this crossroads? Now, I do sense the energy for some of you who is, you guys are going into something, whatever it is, it desires, she has her sword here, and she's definitely protecting her little one. So it has to do, for some reason I keep getting going back to school. It's something about protecting your little one with going back to school, okay? Sending them off on a venture. I don't know if they're going, I see you telling your child to be a big boy, a big girl, and everything's going to be okay. Or maybe you have to go off on a venture and your child is really going to miss you. So, okay, it could be even a sense of, now you're going back to work. Your youngin is going back to school as well. And I feel like both of you guys might have some, it might be hard to do so. Should I send my child back to school? You know, do I have to? Will I have to work? Everyone has to work. It's like a hard decision, but you're having the courage to still take that path, the best path that you feel for you and your child. And I feel like you're just like, this has to be done, and you're taking a risk. Oh, I thought I had something to drink. It's very interesting here, because I see two people hoping and wishing and praying together. I do see a lot of gentleness here. So I feel like someone is coming and encourage. I feel like the energy that I feel is like, you know, when you're like scared inside and you like telling someone else to be courageous and strong. You're speaking life into them. You're talking to them like your own best friend. But inside, you're like, wow, I literally, it's kind of hard to kind of say that to yourself. So sometimes we find our strength in talking to other people and telling them how they can stay strong. In that moment, we're like, hey, I can stay strong too. That is literally what I'm getting. I just feel a very protective energy and a mission to be accomplished here. This is very general. If you're looking for your one-on-one private reading, reach out to me. My information's in the post, okay? And in the description box on YouTube. Libra, current energy, mid-month energy reading here. A lot of you could be reading books as well, okay? I feel like a lot of you could be reading books or completing some type of program here where you're receiving a certificate for. It's something that you took in a risk on, okay? You decided, like, this is the path I want to go on. I'm going to go ahead and complete this program. It is something that maybe everybody doesn't agree with, and you decided, I don't give a shit what everybody agrees with. I give a shit about what I agree with, and that's what matters. What's true to me. What's my truth. I'm accessing my truth and my current reality, and that looks different for everybody. So I do see someone completing a course, completing something, being able to get certified in something, and it's something that you took a risk on. And it is going to create your foundation. A lot of things we do have to take a leap of faith. Not everything is practical. Some things you do have to follow your intuition, be obedient, and follow that inner guidance, okay? There needs to be a balance between practicality and spirituality here. But I see that your hard work and efforts are paying off. So what I see someone is completing one thing and quickly going into another. They're like, okay, I got that. Now it's time to, like, it kind of reminds me of the World card. When a cycle is completed, it's a good cycle being completed and you're merging into a new beginning, right? So like when you finish school, for instance, I'm finishing my spiritual life coach class, spiritual coaching class. After that, my next phase is building my business, you know, going to phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, building my business, because I'm going for longevity. I'm not trying to do this pop-up shop and get quick money scheme. I'm building a legacy here. So I feel like my Capricorn traits are really coming out right now, because I want people to say, wow, she built that, she did that, she took her time. I'm about to just pop up with some shit because I'm like, oh my God, everybody's doing it, which is great, like, for you guys. But for me, longevity, I don't want to start 20 things and, like, no, my blueprint is pretty clear for me. So y'all will see soon. Don't be shocked or surprised either. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and pull some of these cards here. What information do we want to give Libra? Clear, direct messages with the highest good, the highest intentions only. Okay, so you guys are working. I feel like some of you are having the courage to go back to work or continue to work in the field, or you're starting a new field that you are working on, or you guys got promoted at a job that you're already at. Yeah, I do see structure here. I definitely feel a lot of structure here. And it's something that you took a risk on. Something you're growing into. You're continuously growing and learning with this, whatever this is. Okay. Okay, with this thing that's here, I do feel like someone was working hard, you know, aligning things, making sure everything was aligned, making sure everything was symmetrical in its truest form, okay? But I feel like there was an off balance with some kind of communication. Maybe you felt like you missed a step or something. Maybe things weren't intertwined quite how you wanted it to be. We do have the Lovers card in reverse. So there's a structure, something that was working hard, but the Lovers is in reverse. So there is a certain perspective. Maybe someone is not looking at the situation from the exact same point of view. Now, or I do see someone has to make a choice on how they want to continue to build something and what direction they're going to go into. I am going to clarify this Lover's card. Yeah, someone is definitely built something that you guys built. There was a big celebration, something that you worked hard on. Is structural. We have twin flame energy here, and I feel like maybe this is something you didn't think was going to happen here. This is really good energy. The only thing that concerns me is the Lover's card is in reverse. So there's some type of communication in the choice that I said that you have to make. There's some type of something's a little off here. Okay. So you could be dealing with a fire sign for sure, okay? Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But I do sense here, because we have the Ace. So it just feels like something that happened, something popped off, and the fire died out rather quickly. Something you worked on, something that was like becoming of like, oh my God, the spotlight was on you, and then all of a sudden it just fizzed out rather quickly, is what I'm getting. And it's like, there was like a fizzed out quickly due to something, a loss of energy here. Some reason I heard reach out and touch me. So it's like you're not reaching out to someone. It's like the good and bad is weighing you guys down. It's like, okay, this is a lot of good, but then it's like some aspects of the shadow side of whatever's being built here is weighing you down. Okay, so what I'm getting is, I did sense that, because now that the Six of Pentacles is showing up, I was thinking about the 80-20 rule. For me, I feel like everyone should give their 100%, but I feel like there's not a fair reciprocation. Someone is doing less than someone else, okay? There's excitement here. There's a lot of work here. There's this structure, but then there's a fizz out energy. If I should I build here? So it's a fiery energy that it keeps getting. It smolders and then it bursts. It smolders and then it bursts. And I do sense here that the reason why the Lover's card went in reverse, which is Gemini's energy, has to do with communication, kindredship, ideas, sharing ideas here. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so it has to do with communication, quick communication, finessing. So someone could be like finessing someone, getting way more out of the situation, or you could be getting way less out of a situation due to someone finessing you, or just knowing how to speak and get things out of you is what I'm sensing. Return. So it looks like this is some negative energy that returned. Maybe you felt like you got rid of it. And that's why the wand is fizzing out. You have that in reverse. So it's like there's excitement, but it looks like it goes from a burst of flames back to smoldering, because we're not sure about if we want to return. It's like negative energy return here. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I wasn't trying to call that shit in. Like, oh my, okay. So it kind of feels like when you're dating someone and you don't see all of their shadow side, because I see a shadow aspect here, and you start feeling like, ooh, hold on. You start getting low, back start getting stiff. You start trying to figure out, like, is this what I was trying to call in? Like, I wasn't trying to resurrect the devil. Nobody wants the devil to return. So you actually have the shadow sides here. The lover and the devil. The lovers are on the devil as well. So it's like, wow, at one point you were actually really, 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 really happy. So someone's shadow side has returned, or I'm getting a sense though that someone's shadow side has returned that you haven't seen, or this is how I feel. When you date someone and you're like, oh my God, I finally picked the right person. And then this person starts showing up like your worst fears. You start seeing them as a return energy. Like, I just got rid of this. So that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm sensing. That's what I'm seeing, is that, wow, now you have returned back to a place where you're very uncomfortable. But now it looks like you're going to stick and hang around in this uncomfortable place. Yes. Okay, you can also be dealing with a Cancer. We do have the Chariot here. Libra, you are connected with the Cancer here, because you have the Empress, which represents Libra. You have the Emperor. So it's like someone is calling the shots, okay? someone's making you feel like you're calling the shots, but it looks like you might be going into this blindly. So this is a divine couple here. It keeps telling me, remember, you have the world in your hands. You have what it takes. You're shielded, you're protected, you're covered. You could also be dating a couple of people here. I feel like someone's searching for something. I really feel there's a lot of polarities here. I feel like someone's really trying to search for themselves, search for them power, and search for who they are. I feel like there's a lot of confusion here. I feel like someone's trying to search for who they are in this planet from sun up to sundown. It's like someone's like really trying to discover their truth and what is what with this relationship. Who are they without this relationship? Are they losing their power within this relationship? Are they not losing their power within this relationship? Are they able to stand on to their power? Is this person speaking life into them? Is this person making them feel like this is a protective home in their environment? Is their reality, are they in control of their reality? Okay, because it looks like someone wants to build a business here. But it's like, I feel like someone came into your life, possibly this shadow energy. Someone came into your life bringing out shadow aspects of yourself. And it looks like some destructive energy is coming into play right now. We're allowing devil energy to come in and cripple our high vibrational spirit. And I feel like someone feels like that's slipping away. Like someone's looking in the mirror and they're like, well, okay, look, do I want to walk through this? Because it's kind of showing me a mirror that you can walk through and go into a different dimension and different realm. But in reality, it is not as it seems. It kind of feels like a tricky mirror. I'm getting a vision of in the, what is those carnivals? You have those trick mirrors and stuff. So I'm seeing that someone is pulling a wool over your eye. Yeah. And I feel like you're losing focus on your reality in your world. I feel like some devil energy came in and was able to intertwine with you in such a way that you felt like it belonged there. You felt like you found something there. But what you really found again was aspects of your trauma, your lower level self, needing to heal some more. So it's like you had to find this person in your life in order to heal a part of you. So nonetheless, it's not a bad thing because you are going to learn some healing from this. But I do see that you are going to pretty much lose yourself again with dealing with this person. Now, this ain't for everybody now, okay? So you do definitely want to get your private reading, but for a big chunk of you, this is the story. Something's going to be shocking and revealing to your eye. And for me, it's not something that you see, it's something that you more so feel, okay? It's something that's hidden that you feel. It's like following your intuition. There's something, someone's being sneaky. You're going to be feeling sneaky energy. Like, what is not being seen? Okay, I feel like something's a little off here. And it's like the normal energy surrounding your reality is starting to shift with this person in it. And you start seeing yourself slip away. You start looking at yourself distorted in the mirror. Looking at yourself very differently. Is that me? I don't normally do this. Okay. The only thing that has changed is you and this person's connection. So you will be able to pinpoint this and say, hey, this is the motherfucking problem. I thought I had something good. Now that the mask is off, I'm realizing that you're the only motherfucking thing that has changed my reality. And I feel my blessings slipping away. Okay? A lot of you are dating a fire sign for sure. I feel like a lot of you feel like you took a time, you worked diligently, and you guys were building, and this has to be the right person. I did everything correctly. So the thing is, people can hold up facades for quite a long time, you know, especially if they're sociopath, you know, narcissistic, you know, there's different levels to narcissists. And a lot of times we blame ourselves, but if this person is you know, has a trickery energy, you know, the magician, you know, manipulation, finessing, creating illusions, because I do feel illusions here, especially getting the vision of the tricky mirrors. Be honest with yourself. I don't feel like you're not the suspicion and the worry that you're feeling now, that this energy is uncovering itself, it's showing up. You're like, you don't look so familiar anymore. Well, actually, you look very familiar. You look like the energy that I was trying to stay the fuck from. So now that I manifested it again in my life, I need to do some more healing, is what I see. So that's very interesting. I'm very familiar with this energy, so I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. And it just shows up very, oh, I'm here for you, you know, you're the one. And you're like, oh my God, I finally did things right. I manifested the one. And then you start really realizing that this motherfucker is just not it. Like, you know what I mean? They're just not the fuck it. And it's just, you know, it happens like that, you know. What you do is you take it as a lesson learned. You take it as an opportunity to say, I'm going to start trusting myself in the beginning instead of waiting until it's too late. Okay? I'm going to start trusting myself. Okay? A lot of times we let our trauma guide us and not our intuition. Meaning that pay attention to your intuition. We be so obedient to our trauma, but when it comes to our intuition, be like, no, I don't need to listen to you. No, that's what you need to be listening to. That's going to guide you in the right direction, which I see that you definitely need some guidance here. Let's get some love messages here. I ordered this deck for a friend, and then my dumbass, not dumbass, my intelligent self, had the wrong debit card attached, so I have to reorder it. It was like, your order did not go through. I was like, oh yeah. You know, you be having 13 different cards. Silly me. But I can't wait to get this deck to her because she definitely deserves it. And actually, she's a Libra. It's pretty cool. And she actually inspired me to start using this again. So that's pretty cool. All right, well, let me get some messages here for Libra, mid-month August 2020 reading. Spirit, come down with probable messages, please and thank you. What do we have for Libra? New beginning. New adventure with. So I do see that new adventure coming in here with also taking risks. Okay, I do see someone is taking risks, possibly with a business here for a small group of you, okay? Taking risks as a new job or a new position or even newly dating someone, okay? What do we have for Libra? You could just be trying something different. I have a Libra friend who's also trying like spell work. That was, you know, something new for her, you know, which is super good. You guys are, it's different for all you guys, so conjugate it to your life how it fits. Sacred Unicorn, which I am using my unicorn deck, so it's pretty cool that Sacred Unicorn popped up. It says, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred, okay? And this is a relationship for your children. Like I said, a lot of you are very protective of your children. And this could be another sacred relationship as well. I'm not talking about this relationship that's coming in to manipulate you, but there's a deep bond between, I feel like your child here, your children here. Sacred Unicorn. See here with the, yeah. I love how these different cards all interconnect spiritually. All right, let me get another card for Libra, August. What's good? Miley, what's good? Nikki, Miley does not want beef with you. Calm down. Calmate. I don't know if you guys seen that reward. Hi, Abby. Abby, do you know a Libra? All right, let's see what's going on. One more card for the Libra. I know a gang of Libras for sure. I love Libras. They're pretty cool. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear. If you want it to be. Period. And I do see that again back to the a new beginning, taking risks. So you guys are taking a risk in something here. It's very clear. There's 3 different decks saying the same exact thing in different ways. Adventure, risk. You have new beginning. You have freedom. It's nothing stopping you, you know. And I see that you guys are going to have the courage to embark in a journey, for sure. And then at the bottom of the deck, it literally says, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. I literally just said, trust yourself, trust your intuition, and not your trauma. So this is the energy that's within us, okay? We have gut feelings. Well, something in my gut told me to that I shouldn't go there, or we see the unseen. You know, these are senses that are outside of our 5 senses, okay, that we all have the ability to tap into, as above, so below, as within, so without. This universe runs through and through, and you guys have, you know, shockingly enough, supernatural powers. You know, there's only a million movies about the different capabilities we have and how we can tap into them. We just don't believe it, and that is the problem. We don't believe it. That's the biggest issue there. Just in case you were wondering why. So if you haven't tapped in your power yet, it's because you don't believe that you can. I know I believe I can. I know I am everything I want to be, because I worked hard in it, so I can live life how I want it to be. Sorry guys, that turned out horrible. I was trying to make it a whole lot smoother than that. Surrendering to the journey, please control. Okay, so again, you guys are going on this path. You're taking a risk. You're doing something new. It's a new beginning, and you're like, fuck it, I got to do it. You have the courage to do it. And for some reason, I feel like it's because of children. A lot of you must have children. It's like a path you have to go on, like you can't say no. Infinite abundance is pouring into your life. Yeah, when I said children, there goes a family there, right? So you're going onto a path. Someone could also be trying to find their family. Some of you could be tapping into your ancestral energy, trying to search your ancestry line and looking for loved ones. Okay, that just came in real quick. Cleansing waters and grounding. So a lot of you guys are getting, I feel spirituality here. I feel like a lot of people are being spiritually liberated, you know, tapping into ancestral altars, really wanting to be the conduit, not just curious about it, but overly dedicated, really feeling this draw of energy pulling them, like I felt when I started my ancestral altar. I didn't just see someone on Facebook and was like, I want to make an altar. I literally woke up like, I have to make an altar. I have to make an altar. I don't know why the fuck I feel like this, but I have to make an altar. You know, I seen it, but for some reason, all of a sudden, it was like this pull, if I didn't do it, I was going to get in trouble. So I did it. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, it was just really weird. It wasn't a trend for me. It was like waking up in I have to do this. And thank God I have spiritual people around me who can just look at me and be like, you are deeply connected with your ancestors. Because believe it or not, I watched Boots Tarot, and there's a lot of people who ask, what's my spiritual gift? What is my spiritual connection? And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times he flip and be like, nobody, you are not connected at all. You're nothing. And a lot of people out here aren't connected to spirit. I mean, you just aren't. So you do have to have that line of connection, that conduit, that connection with spirit. A lot of people don't have that connection because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just started something because of a trend. And I don't mean to say that you can't get connected with spirit. I'm just saying, like, dig deeper. You know, what are you doing? What are you doing this for a trend? Or is it something that's an urge and is burning inside you like a passion, fire? I have to do this. For me, I apparently I came back and I agreed to work with my ancestors, which, you know, they hold me down. My spirit team holds me down and they hold me up and they push me forward. And it's a beautiful thing. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Oh, sorry. You good? Do you need something?
I
Yeah. Give me a kiss. Say hi to the camera. Hi. Okay, bye.
This is my mom.
This is your mom, yes. I was told that when I was in my last life, when I was a dude, she was my husband. I was like, well, thank you for coming back as my daughter. I don't know how true that is, but that was very interesting to hear. Yeah, I was like, well, I always feel like me and my daughter has a really good connection. So I do feel like we have met each other before in a different time. We're very friendly. We know each other very well. Very familiar energy. All right, let me get some advice, some final advice for Libra. I think I'm gonna do one more reading after this. I might do Sagittarius. Why not do Sagittarius? Your commitment is being tested. So I feel like something that you guys, I'm getting like you guys, it's so funny because right after that, nothing's set in stone. I get that you guys, okay, so I get so many downloads at once. Slow it down. What I'm getting, because you're going on this new adventure, a lot of people don't feel like, oh, this is an adventure you should be going on, because you always start something and stop it. So they're looking at you like, here you go. Here goes another adventure that you're not going to fulfill. But this time, this is a different type of passion. This is a different type of higher knowing. And it's like you are being obedient to your inner guidance, okay? Your inner guidance system. I don't give a damn if you did start a million things and didn't finish them. That's your journey to get you to this exact moment, which brings forth my business name, which I will not disclose until I copyright the shit, which I'm about to do very soon, so I can start talking about my business name. But it talks about having a panoramic view about your own life journey that looks different for everybody, but realizing that all these little intricate moments, all these little, maybe say bad things or life experience or crossroads that you have entered into, when you get to that perfect alignment, you're like, well, God damn it. This is where exactly I was supposed to be. Like, you were literally supposed to go through all those different levels of life to get to your truest self, okay? So a lot of times people are rough and tough on us, and you doing this, you doing that. Well, mind your business, okay? And I have to learn to do that as well, as a spiritual leader, as a spiritual life coach, as a spiritual advisor, to respectfully understand or have compassion towards someone else's life path and their discovery to their truth and accessing that. That looks differently for everybody. We all came in with different agreements, and my agreement doesn't look like the dude that I'm dating, the friend that I have down the street. It looks different. I agreed to be a spiritual coach and enlighten people. Some motherfuckers agreed to do nothing, okay? So there you go. But I see that someone is judging you based off of everything you stopped and started. But you are coming into really knowing what you want to do and how it's going to look. So no one else has to understand. You have your tribal members that do support you and understand. And you have the motherfuckers that just don't belong in your circle. Simple as that. So that is your reading, Libra. Again, one-on-one readings. Reach out to me. My information's in the description box and in the post. Yeah, peace.